Good morning, guys. This is Kristen Maddens, Executive District Manager with Arbonne International, and I might be a little quiet just because this is our early Saturday morning call when my baby's in bed sleeping. So, but what beautiful gift is that I can be here and be present. If she wakes up, I'll get to see her. So, um, you guys, I wanted to share my power hour with you, and I thought, what better way to do it Saturday mornings? And these are the things that we need to be doing um, to move forward. And if you're not setting aside a power hour in your day, every single day, you know, you're not really able to move anything forward. If you don't set time to commit to this business and your dreams and your lists and your things that need to get done, they won't get done. So this is me coming to you during an early period of um, more formalized commitment. And actually, when you start doing this for others, you'll find that you might be able to show up a little bit easier. And instead of just having to do it for yourself, because for yourself, many of us, I know a lot of people in my life have similar thoughts about this topic, but usually when it's for yourself, you might be able to just say, nah, not today. It's not that big of a deal. I think I'll sleep in longer. Right? So I hope that this call is going to stimulate some ideas and some thoughts for you, and maybe give you that light bulb moment that says, hey, maybe I need to be doing this recording to start building my own YouTube library for my team that I see on my vision board. Because if you guys can start thinking that way and start imagining that it's happening right now, I'm telling you, you're going to see some results. Because unless you're willing to step out in that big faith and just do the things that you need to do as if you were already there, probably not much is going to move for you. You have to start. You've got to start somewhere. You've got to start moving the things forward. So that was kind of what I was thinking about talking this morning on, and some basics, as well as just showing you the motions of doing our power hour. I talked about that last week, and where you can re-find that training call on the power hour, which I talked about last week. I've added you all to our RVP to be Facebook group, and that was a group that we were running for 12 weeks, and our national vice presidents were presenting each week for 12 weeks in a row. And in the group, in the announcement tab, there is a post for every week of what you should do for that week. After you watch the training, there is homework, and that homework is what sets you up to start knowing what activity is. Like, what is activity? What are the things that I need to do to be growing my business? Well, that's what that training call is about. It's for those of you that have so many questions and you need a go-to place to figure out what the heck you're supposed to be doing. So I want you guys to start there as your foundation. I want you guys to know that they set the bar, okay? If you feel like the bar is too high and you want to lower your bar a little bit, I'm going to encourage you not to do that. But I'm going to say to you, if it's giving you like this analysis paralysis fear, and you are not going to start doing anything because you're so paralyzed, then I want you to call me and set up a coaching call so I can help you figure out what you can start with. Because I was that person. I didn't understand all the things, and I tried to do all of them at once, and I failed because I didn't understand. You can't do all of them at once until you learn and master one. You have to start with one thing that you can start to learn, start to be confident and competent with. And then once you get to that one thing mastered, then you can move on to the next thing. If you feel like you can start with like 3 things, like say you're really good at Instagram already, and you feel good about putting your daily Instagram posts out or social media posts out, and that's not a big deal for you, that's not a big thing for you, then I'm going to say, yes, please, absolutely put that in your power hour, do your 10 minutes of posts, get them done for the day. Success number one. Then go back to your list on the power hour and see what else do you need to do. You need to reach out to some people. Wherever it is you're having a gap of fear that's stopping you, that's where I need you to come to me and say, let's work on this. Tell me what I should focus on. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm not sure, what else I can do right now. Or I need you to role play with me and practice the presentation. And I'm happy to do that at least once or twice, because I want to be able to critique you and help you out and make sure you're on the right track. But for those of you that are feeling like you need to practice and practice and practice, which is going to be all of you, what you need to do is start recording yourself right here on Zoom. And you need to do it over and over and over and speak it out like you're talking to a crowd. And then you watch the replay. And until you feel like you've got it, that's when you're going to know you can go ahead and be, bold and brave enough. And you're not going to have that fear and paralysis anymore. You're going to be like, oh, I've been doing it on this video, talking to myself. I got it now. I'm not afraid anymore. And that's how I'm going to encourage you to get good at your presentation. Okay, because every one of us has to have our own presentations. We can't rely on somebody else for our whole entire life of our business. So, but what's beautiful is that in order to get started, we have all of that in place for you. You guys, if you just use the tools that are out there, you can boom your business right now where you are with the tools and skills that you have right now today. Why? Because this is a duplicatable system. We have events that are already in place. Like on Facebook, we have the two groups. We have the Arbonne Product Advantage group and the Arbonne, I don't know the exact title. I'll post it. I'll repost it again after I do this training call for you guys. But it's the one about the Arbonne lifestyle. And the calendars and the announcements and all the details are inside those groups. All you have to do is hit yes on the notification and get yourself in that group. And those groups are there for you to invite your prospects, your clients, your family, your friends, and tell them to take a look about Arbonne. Tell them to take a look at Arbonne. And this piece I want to share because we're so different than other companies, and here's why. We are the type of industry and the type of culture and the type of company we are. Our number one goal is simply to get people to take a look, and that for us means to explain to them the benefits. It doesn't mean on your radar you have dollar signs on people's foreheads. That will surely never get you anywhere. Your goal is to educate people about what this company provides, what these products can do for your health, what this business can do for their their well-being, their finances, their family. And that's what this is about, is to get them to take a look. So if you're hosting an event and people are saying to you, well, we just don't have money, so we're not going to come, you need to be saying, I don't care if they have money. This is not what this is about. You get them there so we can tell them a little bit, and they can take a look at Arbonne, and we can educate them on those other products that are out there. And if they're shopping at Target and Walmart and retailers that sell only economy products, the ones that are made to be mass distributed so that the people that don't care about their health and those things, they're going to shop at those stores either because they're, number one, uneducated, and this is why we're sorting, or number two, they don't have the money, and this is why we're sorting, because some people want to be educated and want more money, and that's how we can be a blessing. So you get people on your couch by looking at that person with love and saying to them, you don't need money to come to my event. I want to educate you. I just want you to have a place, be a warm butt in the seat, and get there. because it's too important not to be there, because I want to be teaching and sharing to you about the things that people don't know and don't think about, like why scented candles are causing people and families to be sick. Why, when you shop at those other stores, those economic brands, they're filled with toxins and poisons, and why kids are getting chemical burns on their bodies sometimes because they don't know about some of the sunscreens that are out there that are loaded with the toxic chemicals and ingredients that are much too harsh for your skin. Or why that beautiful older woman, would go to, say, Sephora or Obagi or some of these other brands, and they're thinking they're getting a good product. And if the sales girl just tells them a few nuggets of wisdom, like, oh, well, your concern is because you're wearing, certain makeup and your pores are getting bigger. Well, if you just use this healthy herb product, you know, it will help clean out your pores, shrink them back down, prevent the aging, all these things. Like, if we can get to those people before they can, you guys know this product line is is so pure, safe, beneficial. If you're not doing your job and telling people why you're so in love with it, why I'm so in love with it, why we've joined in the first place, if you're not taking the time to love on people and explain to them the benefits, it's doing a disservice to them and to your business. And I just feel like that is the whole point of that is our goal, is getting activities on our calendar. And oh, I hear Gia, she's waking up. And doing that by, pouring into people, what is your reason? Why did you join? And are you a consultant or are you a business builder? Because there's a difference. So, if I could share with you what the difference is, are you the kind of person, that you got your membership because you love the products, business intrigues you, you want to do it, but then when people or your leaders ask you, what does your calendar look like, and what are you doing to grow your business? How are your weeks looking? And I look at your calendar, and you look at your calendar and you tell me, well, I don't really have anything on my calendar this month. I was waiting for people to call me back and haven't heard anything. Well, if that's the way you're building your business, you're a consultant, meaning you love the products and you want to share it with people, but maybe you're not really doing that. And that's okay. You can be a wholesale consultant. But the difference between a business builder and a consultant is that a business builder is actively seeking out the training, the fellowship with other team members, getting on our leadership calls. They're actively putting things on their calendar. They're intentionally each day looking for people to put in their funnel of what we teach. We teach a funnel system. And it's, I think we go with the acronym FORM. Sometimes I forget, but there's a training on the funnel system. I posted it in our group, and I'll post it again if somebody needs it, or I will coach you to go look on Born to Succeed and lead, or borntowinNation.com. Sorry, we used to have a different name for our training toolbox, and all that stuff is in there. A business builder is someone that is working on their IPA binder, their income producing activity binder, and keeping track. What you don't track, if you don't have a target and you're not tracking anything, the chances of hitting your target are not very good. So if we can just get better at tracking, and even me, I'm really crazy, not the best at tracking, but I have my own little method of madness, right? Like for me, I'm a note person. I've got to put it on paper. I've got to put it in some binder. And I used to put it on like 15 different binders and sticky notes everywhere. And I've learned if you can at least just have a little notebook for either like a period of time until it fills up, or you can keep a small little binder in your purse that maybe says one is for training, one is for your list of people that you keep adding to, and then like training, meaning whenever you're listening to a training, either YouTube or a Go for Gold call from Donna Johnson, or our Wednesday Nation leadership calls when we have our guest speakers and our beloved National Vice President Carol Bodell, or Maxine King, or Kathy Ray, Regional Vice Presidents. Like if you can just keep a little notebook of those trainings, and every time you're listening to a training, your mind needs to be thinking, how can I coach this out too? I want to take these notes and highlight my favorite like place that it resonates with me so I can coach it out to somebody else, because somebody's going to ask me and I want to know. I guess the difference also is too that if you are a business builder, you're actively trying to be the best leader on your team so that you can lead your team, because you can't lead from an empty place. You have to have the experiences, the failures, the bumps along the road, so that when someone says to you, Kristen, I'm going, well, or whoever you are, I'm going through this thing, chances are likely if you're doing the things too, you're going to be able to say, I hear you. I know how to overcome that because I've been there. And that's the point of, are you being the best leader on your team? So, um, and I wanted to mention too, it's always, always great to just have a notebook by your bed. So that way, and I keep one in my car, in my purse at all times. I keep one because I have to put one for my list of names, and then I'm making use of my phone, but I will always, I will go back to notebook and phone, whatever's in my reach quickest, and then I'll transfer it if I have to. Like sometimes I just want all my names in my phone, right? Because your phone is your business. Like you can put so much in your phone. So there's so many ways you can do this business. There's so many things you can do, and I just really wanted to let you guys know that um, there's there's a great training I'm going to post. I want you guys to watch it for this week as your little inspiration if you need some inspiration for this week. And the focus right now is, you guys, it is November. Yesterday, GTC launched. If you're a business builder, if you are not going to figure out a way to get to GTC, you're not a business builder. If that's not on your heart and you are just going to flat out say, no, I'm not going, GTC is non-negotiable. You need to be there for your business. It will put you miles ahead on where you want to be in your business. And I understand there's a cost and a price to pay. But if you're not willing and you don't have faith and you're not going to do the things to get you to be there, you will not grow your business. Or you may grow your business, but what I'm saying is this is a non-negotiable business event that will put you light years ahead of where you would be if you did not go. And so what we like to do is help you guys figure out a plan, an action plan of activity to get you there, what it's going to take to get you there, how much money do you need, and start now. Start right now. And you guys, November, the first 15 days of November, the first 15 days of every month should be your biggest, busiest, packed time, because then at mid-month, you've met your numbers. You've met most of your big goals, or that can be your goal, is to meet your biggest goals by mid-month. So when the end of the month comes, you're not stuck at zero. You guys, I can't tell you that. That's probably the success leaves clues. I want to encourage you to watch your leaders. Watch on Instagram and watch their posts for the whole month. Take a couple of the ENVPs on Instagram and notice the first 10 to 15 days, they are hardcore pumping out business material, business content, specials, showing themselves using their products, showing themselves with a fizz, or making recipes and putting them on their Instagram, really stimulating engagement and conversation with their followers. Those are the things that help. Those are the mundane. They seem insignificant, but those are the daily things that you put in the power hour, as well as reach outs. Reach outs are obviously number one because we need to be reaching out, but that's a form of reaching out passively, because you are getting engagement with your followers, and you are keeping them in the loop of what you're doing, how you're building your business. You're using your products every day, you're making recipes with your products, you're having an energy drink in the morning, you're having a green shot. Whatever it is that's fitting in your life, you put it on there and you share it. And so anyway, uh I'm trying to think what else I really wanted to share. Just making sure you guys know, go to the source on our website, on your own website. Just go to arbonne.com and look at the tab called the source. And you should look at it every morning, to be honest, because sometimes corporate puts out a crazy flash sale, like, and all of a sudden everybody knows about it but you. And that's your job, your responsibility to go look there so you can be the leader on your team and find it first and share it with your team and get everybody excited that, oh my gosh, now we have a flash sale, we have products on a special or on a discount that, hey, if you didn't look, you wouldn't have known. And sometimes you can go right to our Born to Win Nation or our Born to Win Facebook group. But I'll tell you what, it would be a much smarter practice to look on the source yourself every day, because everybody's in business for themselves and their own teams. And sometimes they might just post it to their own team and not remember to go post it in Born to Win. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to encourage all of us to be the best leader on our team, because when we're the best that we can be, we're going to attract the people. That's how it works. If someone doesn't see that there's a leader in you, they don't see that they can lead, like follow you. They don't see that that's possible. They'll look for somebody else that's going the distance and doing the things, right? So just trying to put some little seeds of excitement in you, and put some seeds of getting your leadership muscle on. and and plus, just jumping in, I wanted to put this call out to you guys because some of you asked for it, and so I'm going to continue doing it until the end of the quarter, and well, end of the year. I'm going to continue doing it till the end of the year. And my prayer and my hope is that you guys are either going to jump in or you're going to start doing your own calls. But if you don't really have a big team yet, you don't have, you can do your own calls and post them to your YouTube channel. Or you can just do your own calls until your team comes. You know what I'm saying? Like that movie, Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. So I want you guys to consider building your library of videos and just save them on your computer, or just delete them after you review them, but keep them so that you know you're growing and you're getting better. And maybe you just practice the 30 days to healthy living presentation and you record it every time until you feel awesome about it. Maybe you practice saying your story, um, and just keep recording yourself until you've got a really good flow, because everyone needs to do a little opening when they're given their healthy living presentation or a Discover Arbonne presentation. And you always need to start with your own story. So if you haven't started writing it down and working on what you're going to say, let that be part of your homework, you guys, because you really do need to have a little something. And I'm going to tell you this, it took me years and years to figure it out. And it can change. It changes, but it can change all the time. But you have a foundational story that won't change. Like, for example, part of my story I always talk about has to include my mom. I always mention my mom because she was the one that I fought to do this business for. And I fight today to do this. I do this in honor of her memory. So there's going to be something that's going to get you a little emotional, and it's going to be your reason why you keep on keeping on. Okay? So you want to get your story written out. I'm going a little long. I just realized it was at 42 minutes. I just had a lot to say. Sometimes I don't. And I want to just encourage you guys that it is November 2nd. We have a huge month ahead of us. Get the word out now. Work hard. Do the extra things. Reach out to people. Keep track of your people, you guys. Write, every time you think of somebody that pops in your head, write it on a list. Keep one page dedicated to like only names, and just keep adding to the list. And you guys were like farmers. Like I'm actively searching out farmers right now and people like military people because they know what discipline is. And this is just about being disciplined to the daily things that seem like they're getting you nowhere, but in fact, they're seeds being planted and the seeds will flourish. You guys, GTC 2020 is going to be amazing. Vegas is coming. Actually, it's called Flourish. So every year we have like a theme word, right? It has been so many different ones in the past, and like believe or transform, or we've had so many. This year it's Flourish, and I love it. And it is our 40th, I believe, anniversary. We're going to have the best time in Vegas. I cannot wait. And you guys, you want to start looking for prices and things. You know, book your stuff now, especially your GTC ticket. It will sell out. Mark my words, it will sell out, and you need to get your ticket now. Plus, it's discounted. There's an early bird special. If you don't get the early bird special, you will be sad. It will be more expensive. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'm going to work on my power hour, finish it up. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Reach out to me if you missed this call. You guys, I want to be connecting with you every week. I want to hear from you. I want to know where you're at. What are you working on? Have you booked 20 events into the next 3 months? A minimum of 20. That's a great way to start your power hour. You know, make phone calls until you book 20 events. That's like high level, like that means book 8 events for November, book 8 events for December, and book a few 2 in the first week of the third month. So November, December, and January. Book into January. So that you have 20 total. That didn't add up though. 16, 17, 18. Oh no, book a total of 20. Oh, Gia's woken up. She is hello, sunshine. So we are gonna go do some breakfast, and we love you guys. And thanks for joining us on our Power Hour call. Okay, say bye, Gia.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see, how do we turn this off? Don't stick your tongue out at them. Happy Saturday, everybody. Love you.